Are you brushing your teeth, Tommy?
But
It needs to smell fresh for the podcast.
What?
Oh, shit.
Welcome along to the anniversary Desert Whale podcast.
Alright!
Alright. All the way to 10.
Double digits.
That is double digits.
That's why it's an anniversary.
It is indeed. We've done fuck all to actually celebrate the anniversary, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, reading what you're playing this week. We have news again. We have a Room 101 feature, which Tommy has named The Hate Locker. And Richard has a surprise feature at the end, which is total horseshit, if you ask me. Anyway, let's crack
Not
on.
to give anything away. Right, we're going to go into reading, watching, playing. We'll have a little wee blether first.
Wee
What
chinwag.
you guys been up to much interesting since we last recorded? What's been happening?
None.
Cool, right, let's move on.
That was my... Chinny on that? Nah, I got weekend was quite eventful.
Uh-huh, and in what way was it eventful?
What way was it eventful? I got drunk on Saturday, had a Chinese on Saturday, had a hangover Sunday, got engaged Sunday, had a
Hey.
Indian on Sunday.
So spliced between all that fun, you proposed to your good woman.
did.
Which takes a lot of balls, obviously, so good on you, congratulations.
cojones.
Cojones.
The size of melon balls.
The best thing about that is you can't see his face when he was saying that.
Like he was having a stroke.
One thing I will say, tip, never, ever, ever propose when you are hanging out your arse. Man, I was so hungover.
You can imagine it being one of the worst things that you could possibly... You're meant to put like a bit of effort in it and stuff like that, and you're just sitting there sweating balls.
I did. I put a lot of effort in, just try to like sort of stay awake, kind of not sort of pass out. But yeah, it was good. It was eventful.
Good.
Won't do that again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you only have to point.
Yeah, hopefully you only have to do it once.
That's not what I meant. But
Very good.
right, anyway, what about you guys? What are you up to?
I went out and watched the football on Saturday. Then I did a half marathon on Sunday, which I completed, which I was pretty happy with because my aim was to complete it and not just try and drag myself
Yeah,
over the finish.
and also ran.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have a thing called the sweeper bus. So after 3 hours and 15 minutes, they set off from the start, and you get a choice. You can either get on the sweeper bus and be taken to the end of it and be
That's not running a marathon.
be classed as did not finish, or you can not get on and finish, but you'll still be classed as did not finish. Because you're meant to take less than 3 hours 15 minutes because it's like a big official race.
Right.
So.
So basically, all the folk that are shit get swept up by this bus.
Basically, and I was absolutely petrified. That happened to me. I had like visions of having to run away from this bus and be like, "You'll no catch me!"
That would give you motivation, man. It'd be like a deleted scene for the Hunger Games or something. Run away from this big bus. No!
Go on, son. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, like there's bits in it that are just like they're totally brutal. Like you actually run. You almost run past the finish line, and when you're running past the finish line, you have to run 2 miles away from it, and then 2 miles back. And it was just like Steph pointed out that the finishing line was there. I was like, oh yeah, we can't be that far. I only got 4 miles to go.
Could you not just cheat and go, fuck this, I'll just cut across here into the finishing line,
To be
set a
honest,
new world record.
you probably could have. But to be honest, if I saw someone doing that, I would maybe try and punch him in the face just for being a dick.
Yeah.
Like for putting yourself through that. I don't know how people do it.
It's quite an achievement though, man. Should be quite proud.
Well, I was. I definitely was. I got my medal and everything, and it was pretty good. I'm not doing that again though.
No, I'm not doing that again. Fuck that. We'll film marathon next, aye.
No.
Nah, right.
10k again.
10k.
I know I can do that.
If I was going to do a full marathon, I'd get on that bus.
Just hop off before it crosses the finishing line.
I'd take a selfie with running like just in front of it and be like, yes, I'm running a marathon. Get on it. Sorted. What about you, Tommy? Exciting?
Yeah, well, I achieved probably just as much as you two did over the weekend, if not more.
Brilliant. So did you propose while you were running a half marathon, or?
No, I went out and got drunk.
And then proposed?
No, I didn't.
No, alright.
It was pretty uneventful. I just drank a lot and then went to sleep at a ridiculous time in the morning. And then woke up with a tremendous hangover.
Let's get us out of
So that was pretty much it.
Good, man.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's an insight into our lives. 10 podcasts in to the most beautiful podcast that you're listening to right now.
We hope.
We hope. To anyone that is actually listening, thanks very much. Anyway, let's get ourselves on to reading, watching, and playing. Does anyone want to kick this off right here?
Right now.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the idea. Yep.
At this very moment, anyone?
I'll do it. I'll
Right,
start.
Greg, on you go.
Playing. I'll take playing. I've not been reading this week. I've been playing a really old game, but a remastered edition.
Oh.
Because ever since the PlayStation 4's come out, every second game that's come out for it's been like a remake or a remaster.
That's weird, man. I've thought that was like
Aye.
something that I was just picking up on. I was like, maybe I'm getting to the party a bit late because I've not really been looking at the titles that have been coming out as they've been coming out.
No, it was one of those consoles that got launched and then had fuck all games for it.
Right.
And it was just making like remakes. The best, I'd say that one of the best games that I played in the PS4 have all been remakes. I played Grand Theft Auto 5, which is it's not a remake, but it's a port in it across to Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah,
Last of Us, which is remastered.
that's quality.
I really liked Abe as well. That's another remake.
I played that.
It's good, eh?
That was well good.
It's good.
Yeah,
I recommended that on podcast.
Number
4?
It's our number
And
here.
Whatever one it was, I can't remember. But I've been playing, and I'll be honest, I got really excited when it came out. I've been playing the remake of Final Fantasy X, which I played on PS2 originally. When I first got it, it was one of those things that I was like, I need to play this game again. It's going to be amazing. And when I first put it on, I was like, what have I done? Like I've just ruined memories that I had of it. Because you put it on, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
This is terrible.
I mean, the graphics are alright. I mean, there's some you can tell the main characters and the side characters, because the main characters look alright.
Super polished.
Aye, the side characters have like square faces and kind of like one coloured hair and stuff. As for the actual game, the game plays exactly the same as what it did before, and it's still a really good game. It's just a little bit slow now getting through the story. And the reason is because it's a PS2 game and they haven't changed anything. Like they've not like redone any of the cutscenes or anything like that. The reason it's so slow is because the action on it is like, for example, you'll see like a scene on like a boat, kind of like in the water, like rumbling, going, and it'll stop for like a second, and then you'll see your character going like, whoa, and like sort of falling off the side of the boat, and then be another second, and you see someone going like, no, and you're like, for fuck's sake, and you can't skip it.
You can't skip it.
You can like rattle through some of the dialogue like quickly,
Like
but you
cut to the
can't.
next
Yeah, but you can't skip the sort of like
That's
the wee scenes like that.
not right, man.
And it's just it's hard as well. I've been in a lot of forums like basically saying like how they get past this bit, and like a lot of them are from back in the day, like PS2 time, because it came out on PS3 as well. I think last year. And it's basically folk just been like, oh yeah, you can do this and that and this, but folk that are really into it and then saying it's easy anyway, you'll be able to pass it anyway, again, no matter what you do. And man, I'm fucking struggling. I remember I never actually finished it on PS2. I got right to the end and then got stuck, and I was like, nah, fuck this, because I've been on it for months. And there was one boss I remember being on it for about 3.5 weeks. Every night I'd come in for school and try and beat this boss and couldn't do it. And eventually I managed to do it. But now, on the PS4 version, I've got to this boss again. And I figured, I'm better at games now. I know what I'm doing a bit more. Yeah, I actually read things now. And I got to this boss.
I can read now.
Yeah, I can read now. And I got to this boss and he beat me. Basically, the whole thing started, it was just like, game over. I was like, alright, fuck this, it's going off.
like almost like Nam flashbacks. He's going, no.
It was just like, oh my god. Nah, put it off.
No, okay. So are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still at that bit. I will finish it, but it is like Nam flashbacks, man. It's like horrible. Like as soon as I seen that boss kill me, I flash back to my room as a little boy with my PS2 just going, no. But I will finish it. I'm not saying I won't do it on myself. I might go online and see some tactics or whatever. But
Dude, I am not in any way going to put you down for that, because I do that myself now. I've not got time, if I'm not really enjoying a game that much, to try and figure out how to do it. Get on YouTube and just fucking do it.
Aye.
I'm just not. Yeah. Anyway.
But thing is, I've played it before and I have been past this boss in the past, so it's not really cheating. It's more like getting back to where I was.
It's a tutorial.
Yeah. But I also figured the game was really long, so I never finished it and got told it was really, really long. But it turns out I got right to the end the first time I played it, because now I'm almost at the end.
Alright.
And yeah. But it's good, man. It's turn-based combat. Like game, like I say, the game's completely the same. Turn-based combat plays like Pokemon essentially. Very Japanese though.
I imagine sure.
Very sure. Imagine sure. Well, that almost got racist.
I've played a lot of Final Fantasy 7. Is it 7?
7 was the best one. PS4.
Yeah, on the first PlayStation. And ever since then, I've never played a Final Fantasy ever again.
No. I've never played Final Fantasy 7, but I hear good things about it. Final Fantasy 10 is the only one I played. Actually, that's a lie. I played X-2, which you also get with the remake, but it's pish. So I bought it for the PS2. Psh, I hated it.
Rubbish.
Fucking shite. Anyway.
There you go. I've never played anything.
So here's my thing though. Would I recommend Final Fantasy 10?
Would you?
On the PS4? Probably not. If you've not played it before, if you've played it and you loved it, then you get it, because it's like, that's the reason I'm playing it. But if I'd put it on as a first time,
nostalgia,
I'd put it off quite quickly, I think.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it hasn't dated that well, really.
I'm kind of. I would be kind of scared to go back to some PS2 games that you really, really enjoyed back in the day, because you just know that they could be a kind of bit jobby.
One thing just to close off before the way I was sitting playing it, and there's one of the characters that talks like some sort of like Hawaiian guy or whatever, and Nicola was like sitting on the couch and she's like, I recognise his voice, and she told me who it was, and I was like, fuck, now I can't unhear it. It's the guy who voices Bender from Futurama.
Is it really?
And it sounds exactly like him. Like now that he's just like, I can't do the impression of Bender, but the voice from Waka in Final Fantasy X and Bender, it's the same person.
Oh, nice. That's pretty
It's exactly
cool.
the same person. So yeah, that kept me going for about an hour.
Hey, where's Waka? Come on.
Where's Waka? But yeah, so
Hopefully.
I wouldn't really recommend it.
Well, there you go.
How much did it cost you?
It was, to be honest, it was actually alright. It was £34, but that's 2 games. So it's Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X minus 2. I don't know why these didn't call it 11. But yeah, but I'm not going to play minus 2 because I didn't enjoy it the first time round.
No.
2 hours of gameplay though, so that's alright.
Not bad at all. There you go. Right. Okay. Well, should we move on then?
Yeah, we should, because we're running out of time.
Do you want to go or shall I go? Shall I go? I'll go.
Good discussion there.
You don't look like you wanted to go. So right, okay. I've taken watching again. Really tallying up these watchings. I was going to go and see. Well, this also seems like deja vu. I was going to go and see something. I was going to go and see Mad Max, but I didn't because I have a legitimate excuse this time. I couldn't move yesterday because my legs were so sore after the half marathon. But I did end up watching Ex Machina.
Oh right, aye.
And,
good.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So it's a British sci-fi film which was written and directed by Alex Garland, who had a part in writing 28 Days Later, wrote the screenplay for Dread, and was a producer.
Oh,
on it.
nice.
And he also wrote the novel The Beach.
That's cool.
Which is quite cool.
I've never read it, but I've seen the film.
I've seen the film.
It was alright. I liked it.
That's a good sound. Aye, so the film's about a programmer who works for the film's equivalent of Google. He is chosen by the head of this thing called Blue Book, which is basically Google in the film, and he's chosen to go out to this remote house that the CEO lives in. He's a programmer, and he goes out and he has to. He's told basically the CEO is testing AI on this humanoid robot that he's built, and he wants to make sure that it can produce humanistic responses to different questions. It's based on a thing called the Turing test methodology, which is basically to figure out if a machine can exhibit intelligent behaviour equivalent to that of a human. So you would ask it a question, you would expect a human response. Yeah. So the film then just sort of it evolves in the sequences of his testing sessions with this robot named Ava, who's played by, I can't remember the lass's name, but she's really good.
Is the robot hot?
She's very pretty.
Yeah, I remember seeing the picture on the side of the bus and thinking, that's quite hot for a robot.
She's very
Isn't she just like a human face on a big
That'll do.
robotic body?
So if you've got
She's
like
got
a
like the
mask,
body of a car, basically.
if she's got a face,
I'm not going to lie, man. That's why I bought Henry Hoover.
because you've got a thing for noses. Yeah, so he does 7 days of testing, and through every test that he goes into with her, he starts to basically grow more and more attached to her, because when she needs to charge her batteries, she can basically touch this pad, which is in a cell that she lives in. So this huge big house almost doubles as a laboratory as well. And the artificial intelligence is kept away from humans, so they can just sit it, and it's almost like a lab rat type environment. So he sits on one side of the glass, she sits on the other, and she has to charge herself up with this pad on the wall. And every time she does it, there's a power cut, and all the cameras go out, and she starts to ask him questions that she doesn't think the CEO can hear. So she's obviously self-aware, and she's obviously trying to find her way out of this place, and she wants his help, basically. Or does she?
Oh, does she?
Which is the kind of thing. I won't spoil it from there, because it is actually a really good film, and I would recommend it.
Is it a little bit like Her? That one with Joaquin Phoenix?
I never saw Her. I thought that was good. I thought it looked good, but
Aye, it looked alright. It looked weird though.
it did.
It was a brilliant film.
Was it good? Aye.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Sad though.
Sad.
I squeezed out a man tear.
I think it was just something else there.
That'd be quite something for watching a film.
It was so sad I shit myself. Oh, good.
It has a Ex Machina has a really good ending as well. It's got a
I
smart.
thought you could tell us that.
No, I'm not gonna. It's like Robin turns up at the end.
Oh, Robin.
It's a really good ending, and it's kind of one that it's a wee bit of a thinker as well, which is
good.
which is good. I would most definitely recommend it. Sci-fi type androidy,
Cool.
humanistic robot stuff. Gets my gears going.
2 thumbs fresh, eh?
Oh, it's like 7.
7 thumbs fresh.
I have to hire people to get their films.
Stand next to you to rate it.
Yeah. I
Cool.
recommend it, definitely. Yeah.
Cool.
Excellent, man.
Right, Tommy, you've...
I've been reading the main Batman title recently.
The newest one?
This is like, the Batman by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo.
Yeah.
Did The Night of the Owls, The Court of the Owls.
Yeah. Court of Owls quality. That whole thing quality. Yeah.
And The Death of the Family.
Yep.
I've recently finished the most recent storyline, which is called Endgame, which is basically Joker coming back. So it's like Joker's revenge from the Death of the Family storyline.
Sweet.
So he comes back.
I've just ordered this.
Have you? Really? Oh man, it's really, really, really
Just ordered
good.
Endgame.
Aye, because I've just read the one, was it Zero City and 0 Hour before it?
Yeah, did you like those?
Nah.
It goes on a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've read it weekly, monthly I should say, but even I was like, man, this is taking a long time.
Yeah.
Is 0 Hour the one in between? Is it one after City of Owls? Which is Court of Owls, City of Owls, then there's
Death
another
of the Family.
Death in the Family, and then what's the next one?
There's there's another volume where it's like the Graveyard Shift or something like that. It's
Oh,
called,
I'm only up to Death in the Family.
Because there's like a little 2-parter with Clayface, and there's another kind of couple of standalone issues.
I read Death in the Family. I thought that was pretty good, but yeah.
But this is on back. You know what happens to Joker in the Death of the Family without spoiling it.
Yeah.
So, but that kind of wraps up quite nicely, that storyline. At the end of it, you kind of feel a bit unsatisfied because you're like, oh, nothing really happened majorly. Repercussion-wise, nothing just happened. I mean, there's some nasty stuff happening between Joker and the Bat Family. But,
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is where those threats and stuff that he made in that story kind of come to pass, and he's like on another level on this story. For any Joker fan, like it's crazy, man. They start throwing some weird curveballs in the storyline. Like I'm not like when I was reading it month to month, I was like, I'm not sure if I like these changes, what they're trying to make Joker the character into. But there's twists and turns and a mystery and stuff like that.
That's good.
And in the end, it's got like major ramifications.
Because he looks ridiculously mental now.
Yeah.
In the 52 stuff.
He does. He's got the sort of
the mask
the
thing.
mask
It's
face thing. Yeah, it's brutal.
Which is his own face.
There's Greg Capullo does the art, and when he does the nasty stuff, man, jumps off the page at you. He's really, really, really good.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
very vivid.
I've quite liked the Joker in the 52 stuff, and I was kind of hoping that was where they were going to go for like the films, like the Suicide Squad and that. I was hoping they were going to take inspiration from that, but it looks like they haven't.
Quite clearly.
Never mind. So is that arc finished? And now it's
The
going
arc
to
is
start.
now finished, and it's going to be. There's a new storyline after
happen.
this. Well, it's just it's not started yet, but I don't know, and I don't want to spoil it. But there's like major stuff happens in the final issue, and it's crazy bonkers as well. It's really good.
I want to order it.
I know. It's not actually out yet. That's the thing. So it's like I've just got it on pre-order. So, man,
When's it out?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I just finished the last issue in single comic
Oh,
form
I see. Right. Okay.
like 2 weeks ago or something. So
That sounds really good.
Should recommend it.
nah, highly recommended.
Right. So we're good to leave it there.
Let's.
We don't have a bell this week, so I thought I'd play a little kazoo solo to end this section.
Please.
Take it away. Right, okay, we're going to round up some news that we've seen
Oh,
on...
there was no news intro this week. Kinda.
Nah, well, I get ripped a new one every time I do it.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'm going to fucking do one anyway.
Go for it. It's so loud.
Right, okay, well, there's more news coming from us this week. We'll start off where we left off in the last section, actually. There was pictures that came out of Batman atop the Joker's car from the Suicide Squad set, which is pretty cool. It's the old Ben Affleck.
So he's definitely in it.
Which is pretty... I'm pretty hyped for that.
I'm pretty excited for it.
I thought of Batman being in the Suicide Squad film. It's
I hope he's not a big role in it though.
I wonder if you're right that he won't be. It'll be just enough though to bring in people who don't really give a shit about the Suicide Squad and they think, oh wait a minute, Batman's it. And then there you go. It's
the best thing that news that came out about the Suicide Squad though recently was the fact that they're now not going to have pictures online every day showing you screenshots.
It's getting a bit annoying.
Because it was like, you've seen Harley Quinn holding a gun to Joker's head, you see Batman attacking Joker's car, you see Harley Quinn on a motorbike, I'm like, this is like... And you see, there's these new guards that look like they're all fucked up, they've got like weird skin and
they
that.
look super cool actually.
And I was like, I don't want to see all this stuff.
No.
But I think the reason for them all surfacing online is because it was shooting outside, so people were finding it quite easy to get pictures of them
possibly.
all. But now they're shooting indoors, from what I've read, and they've... who was it that's directing it? Somebody, I think the director had said...
Heir, I can't remember.
Whatever his name
What his name is.
He said that a lot of the big surprises have been kept intact.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is something cool to hear. So I'm really, really looking forward to Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for it.
A lot of hype out about it. But I thought that was a pretty cool little piece of of info.
Man, one tiny little nugget that's just come out today that I'm buzzing with a capital B for is Bethesda have currently... What is it today? Tuesday? Aye. Bethesda have currently got a Fallout 4 clock on their website counting down to tomorrow.
And you don't know what for?
Well, it's gonna be Fallout 4
gonna be
announcement.
something really
I hope it's not just kind of like, "Way!" Yeah, so no one knows, but I reckon Fallout 4 is going to get announced tomorrow, which is fucking amazing, because it's only been, 7 years since I've been waiting for it to get announced.
I've only been in development for about like 6 of them.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I'm buzzing.
There you go. Right, okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Tommy.
I've got some comic news.
Alright, okay.
Well, it's... You know this Convergence series?
Yeah.
The summer crossover thing?
Yep.
It's finishing up. I think it's already finished, but I've not read it. I've not read the last 2 issues yet. But there's new titles spinning out of the ending to Convergence.
Okay.
So there's going to be like 24 new titles.
Fuck.
20.
Hell.
New 24? Or like...
No, they're marketing it like... they're calling it something else now. They're calling it the DCU, but not U as in short for universe. It's YOU.
Right.
YOU. As in you.
DCU, as in you, man. I'm pointing at you.
I'm pointing at you.
So
Right,
have they
okay.
got like little pieces of reflective material in the comics so that when they've got like a comic, a hero there, you can look and you can be their head?
No, but that's really funny because I make my own comics like that.
It's amazing what you can do with imagination, some tinfoil and some crayons. Isn't it?
Have you got a name for your comic? Are you the hero?
I'll just show you them sometime. It'll probably be a lot easier than...
We'll try and get that tweeted as well so you can have an insight into Tommy's
Tommy
mind.
Cree.
Super Tommy!
I read recently that they reckon that DC were doing this because DC were trying to backtrack on the whole New 52 thing.
That's exactly what they are doing.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, because basically half the stuff, there's 25 continuing titles, and there's 24 new titles, and there's as many titles getting cancelled as there are new titles starting. So only half of the stuff that they released with the New 52 is stuck in a way that is worthwhile continuing with, and that's why they're kind of just dumping off the line and then restarting it. I mean, some of these titles were titles that were already going, like Constantine. They've started that one again.
Yeah, that got canned. I got canned. So I got slated.
Yeah, it was shit though, man.
Yeah, we shame for Constantine, getting slated.
It's having a hard time, isn't he?
It's not meant to be.
It is, man. They keep mucking him about. Poor guy.
I think he reached his peak when Keanu Reeves played him, didn't he?
Maybe that's why they started just canning him.
Nothing's as good as that! Nothing will ever be as good as Keanu Reeves.
But can I just run through a kind of quick... These are the cancelled titles that are kind of quite disappointing. Justice League Dark, I know you like that.
I'm going to fucking cancel my pre-order of them then.
Batman and Robin, cancelled.
Right.
But they are replacing it with like 2 new Robin titles.
Alright.
Robin and Robin.
Robin.
He's a mirror with him. What do you think, Robin? I don't know, what do you think?
Batwoman, but Batwoman's been shit for ages.
Batman's been... okay.
We started off really strong.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing. Ow. Right in the heart.
I didn't know getting the Swamp Thing, man.
Swamp Thing was amazing.
I've got number 1 up there. I stopped after that.
I've got that at home, I still haven't read it.
You've got loads of things on you.
You just buy them, eh?
It seems like that now. I just buy them and just fucking put them on my shelf. Right, that's that done.
What do you
meant to do with these again?
When I first came up to, when I first started doing the podcast and I came up to Greg's, I was like, oh yeah, there's those books that Greg mentioned to me. Oh yeah, I mentioned that to me, I mentioned that book to me, right off eyes. That's what he's reading. Because you can see them, they're in Greg's man cave where we record the podcast and penny cooking Greg's house.
Don't give that away.
All the secrets. And Richard's house, Richard's also got a big bookshelf where he keeps all his books, and I was like, holy shit, Richard's got fucking loads of books, and he's never mentioned a single one to me. I was like, how is this?
I read them and then put them on the shelf and forget about them, or I buy them and then put them on the shelf and forget about them.
What you do is you buy them, put them on the shelf, and wait for the film to come out.
Not all of them. I did that with Daredevil, basically. I genuinely have read a lot of them. There's only probably about 5 or 6 I haven't read.
That's good.
So
it's getting better.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to know like some of the new titles that are coming out that I'm quite excited about? Well, Martian Manhunter's getting his own title.
That's good.
That is pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
that is good.
There you go. I'm interested in him now after our last podcast.
What, because he defeats people?
Because he seems like a total badass.
He is.
He's a boss, man. Total boss.
Boss.
Midnighter. He's a boss as well.
Midnighter.
Never heard of him.
He's a Wildstorm character who got folded into the new 52.
Oh, you like these guys, eh?
I love these guys.
Oh, it's a Tommy like.
No man,
Settling guys.
He's a killing machine. Like that's his character.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he is cool. Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. He's getting his new. I read about this. The guy with the gold helmet.
He's like Doctor Strange in the DC universe.
Okay. It becomes painfully apparent I know not as much as these guys about comics.
Cyborg is hot right now because he's slated for a film to come out in like 15 years.
He's in what, in 15 years?
Cyborg,
but he's in Justice League.
He's in like in the big slate of like the DC Comics films to come out. Cyborg's like fucking one of like second last film to come out or something.
Cyborg man,
I want to like him a lot, but I don't find him that appealing.
No.
Well, here I'll inject myself here. I read the first Justice League New 52 one. See,
he has read something.
Oh yeah, cool.
I really didn't like Cyborg in that. I thought he was just
a bit of douche,
a whiny little wiener. Yeah,
he is.
So, I didn't like the way that they wrote him. To be honest with you, like he goes. I don't know if is that his origin story that he got in a accident.
He was a
It's his origin story now. That's the one that they wanted. They wanted to create one to kind of reintroduce his character and kind of make him.
But why did they step up for Teen Titans to? How did they make that step for Teen Titans to Justice League? Because he was a massive Teen Titan character.
He was a massive Teen Titans character. I think the guy Jeff Johns who wrote that Justice League comic saw a lot of potential in that character, and because his powers and stuff are technology based,
and he can teleport people,
he
which
can
is
do
really
that.
handy
He
in
can do
comic
everything.
books.
Aye, yeah.
He's been pushing on for a while. Even before the New 52, he was pushing.
Right, fair enough.
Like in Flashpoint, he plays a big part in Flashpoint.
Yes, he does actually. I wonder as well, and this might be completely off the mark, but I wonder if this has something to do with the fact that we talked about last week. I don't want to get all racy, but there's not an awful lot of black superheroes.
Yeah, the diversity.
And I wonder if they've brought them in.
Do you know what? It'll seem like there's going to be like a raft of movies that have a black lead that'll be coming up, because there's like a Black Panther movie coming up. There's there's a Cyborg one coming up. There's now War Machine and Falcon going to be really prevalent in Captain America
Fantastic
3.
Four.
So Fantastic Four. It seems like they've sort of looked at their first set of films and went, wow, we've not really been ethnically diverse, have we?
No.
Fucking hell. Whoops. And,
I'm all for that. I think that's
Absolutely,
great. And bringing Cyborg in is good for that. I just don't like him as a character.
It's a good idea because it's not a brand new character. He's been around for ages and ages and ages, so it's just elevating him and like his status a bit, and so it's not like a total new homegrown character who you have to kind of get to know.
Yeah.
Aye,
But I know I want to like him, but I'm just kind of like meh. Not.
Yeah, Cyborg. So is that all the new titles?
Oh no, there's loads more.
All right, good.
I won't go through them all.
Just highlights.
That's just the ones that like I'm looking forward to. That and Section 8. Section 8 is a superhero team.
That was Garth Ennis, eh?
Yeah.
And they were all
Garth Ennis.
ridiculous. But Section 8 are like put under if you Google like worst superheroes ever, they fall in every list.
Yeah.
Section 8. So there's a guy that uses like half a dog or something.
Dog welder.
Dog welder, that's it. Aye, that's
Dog welder.
Aye.
He welds dogs to things and people.
Yeah.
That seems really
It's
cruel.
Garth Ennis, man.
It's really fucking cruel.
It's going to be twisted.
Dog welder, yeah.
It might be quite funny though. Might get into that, but
Garth Ennis is a big weirdo. Like when you read through The Boys, which I read most of The Boys. I think I stopped at the one where wee Huey goes back to Scotland, and like the ones before that, some of them, Garth Ennis is just what an odd mind he has sometimes. He's just like the one where they're all at the big superheroes mansion and they're having a big, like every single page is basically an orgy.
Aye.
It's weird, but sorry.
Yeah, he's like, you know that it's going to be good. There's other stuff as well which I'm not that excited about or up or down about. They are going to redo Justice League Dark. It's going to be called Dark Universe.
right, I'll need to get involved in that.
And they're going to include...
What's happening to the Suicide Squad? Because that just got rebooted.
Yeah, and it's...
Don't say
I
it
think-
cancelled again.
No, I think it's a new reboot.
This is like the new Suicide Squad.
This is the
it's called.
new Suicide
Oh,
Squad.
for fuck's sake. Right.
But I think they're taking out some of the A-list characters and replacing them with like C-list characters so that you can still have like star quality, but they might still get bumped off. Ooh. 'Cause that's what Suicide Squad's all
Aye,
about.
aye.
I mean, it was all A-listers in the second reboot thing.
Yeah,
It was like Harley Quinn and...
Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, Diablo. Basically, the Suicide Squad from the film. That's who. apart
Yeah,
from
and when it first...
and Yo-Yo, who was just a shite character. He was like Stretch Armstrong, basically.
Nice.
But-
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who's a great character though, there's a big difference.
Well, aye, that's very true. Reed Richards has got a lot more personality.
Plastic
so-
Man. It's all about Plastic Man. No, but that's actually quite exciting. I was a bit gutted that Justice League Dark's getting cancelled, but oh well.
These things happen.
I'm gutted as well over Swamp Thing, man.
Well, I'm something of shit. The only other bit, another bit of news that I have seen today and got excited about again was the Rise of the Tomb Raider. They released a trailer for it, and I got quite excited over it because I thought the last Tomb Raider game was epic.
Phenomenal.
I loved it.
Brilliant.
Absolutely loved it.
Brilliant game.
The trailer doesn't actually give much away. It's just pretty much like Lara Croft, okay, easy for me to say, basically saying like, some folks sit on their arse at house, I go out and find stuff.
It was definitely in that accent.
It was definitely in
That
that
was the
accent.
dialogue.
That was it. And it's her like basically climbing up a big mountain, And she gets to the top and she goes to the big cave and that's it. And it's like, oh yeah, legends are born and all that sort of shit. Trailer does nothing for me. However, I did get excited about it because that's natural. But then I had to have a talk to myself because it's a timed exclusive on Xbox One. Which means that it comes out on Xbox One and I think it's like 6 months or 8 months later it comes out on PS4. So I was getting excited about it, but then I thought that's like getting excited about Christmas now.
That's,
do you know what I mean?
Yes, and I'll caveat that with saying that I'm getting less and less excited. I'm finding myself reeling it in for Uncharted 4 because they've announced that that's going to be coming out at the end of March 2016.
It's too far away.
I was getting excited for it for the end of this year, but yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but hey, there you go.
Should be good though.
Yeah.
I reckon they've made it an exclusive on Xbox One because Uncharted is a PS4 exclusive. I reckon they've tried to just sort of match it up with that.
And we all know who's going to win that one.
Lara Croft.
Nathan Drake.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Anyway. I've got a couple of wee bits left. There has been news about who might be cast as the new Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. There's a choice of 6 actors who are on a shortlist apparently, and they're all about 15.
That's good though.
That's they look ridiculous. They honestly like the headshots. The headshots of them.
Wait.
Genuinely look
the
like
kids
children.
who like they're actual child actors. It's not like a 23-year-old guy playing a 15-year-old.
They're definitely they're definitely in their teens. Like at oldest, they have 18 at very oldest. They one of them, I can't remember the fella's name, but one of them looks like he could play Spider-Man. He could get away with looking like Peter Parker. The rest of them genuinely just look like if you went down to the park on like a Saturday afternoon and watched a bunch of like primary school kids playing football or something like that.
Don't do that, man. You'll get arrested.
Unless one of them or yours or you know any of them, otherwise it's a bit weird. Yeah, any of them could look like they would be the new Spider-Man. Like they're just kids, and it's really weird.
How will that go though? Because I've always sort of given Spider-Man a hard time because I don't like that. The fact he's a kid and it's a bit sort of...
It's easier. I think it must be easier to get away with in comics because the character's physique is easier to get away with in a comic.
Yeah.
I think. Like if you see him in the suit, fair enough. You can maybe see a 16-year-old lad bulking out a wee bit more. But for any of these kids, they've really got work to do if they're going to be believable. Otherwise, it will genuinely just look like a kid in the Spider-Man suit.
Spider-Man. I've seen too much Spider-Man. I watched Spider-Man 1 already, actually. The one with Tobey Maguire.
I think it's alright.
Wow, it has not dated well.
No.
Oh my god, no. Go back and watch it now. It is shite.
I don't want to. What was the last bit? It's a bit of football news. So if anybody's doesn't like football, just fast forward a wee bit to.
Tommy, you can.
Can I just go and brush my teeth or something?
Again,
that'll be the second time. What am I? It was the news that for FIFA 16 they've announced that there's going to be for the first time ever in any. I think it's probably mainstream football game.
Yeah.
They're going to have women's international football, which for one I was actually quite looking forward to.
I think that's quality.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing how the teams are, how well they play. If they do justice to women from the women's game, because the women's game is obviously getting a lot bigger now, a lot more prominent, and I'm really hoping that you can play as the women online because I'd fucking love to go a really good women's team and hammer someone who went Real Madrid. I'd absolutely love it.
I hope so, man. I think they might be... I imagine what they'll do is they'll make the women's team just play women's teams.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a bit shit. What they should do is make it so when you go to what the fuck do you call it? Ultimate Team.
Oh, yeah.
You should be able to play like women and men at the same time.
That'd be
I think that'd be quite cool.
That would be quite cool.
I mean, like other games do it. Like Tiger Woods and that, you can play women golfers. Like, it's no biggie.
Yeah.
And then this, it's like, to be honest, it looks like they've put a lot of effort into the women's teams.
Somebody's
They all look pretty good.
Going to be the unique selling point for FIFA 16, and
It doesn't need one.
Well, they need that. They need a bit of new life breathed into it anyway.
Think so?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, something different for the game.
Well, I suppose because PES was quite good this year. Apparently, I never played it.
I didn't think it was that good.
Oh, okay, we'll go fuck it then.
Cool. That's done. Anyway, right, come on, wakey, everybody that's went to sleep while we're talking about football. Tommy, wake up. That's
us. Tommy, would you want to dig us out?
Padding!
Right, brand new feature that we've got here. This is an idea that we've all come up together, and we can't take it away from him. Tommy, has come up with a name for it.
The Hate Locker.
So that was the Hate Locker.
The Hate Locker, right.
The Hate Locker, yeah.
Thanks, Batman. See ya. So basically, the point of this is we've all got bits and bobs that just annoy us about things we read, things we play, things we watch. We're all going to take a turn each to say something that we really dislike, and at the end we're going to decide which of them goes in our hate locker.
We've essentially ripped off Room 101.
And then called it something else.
Yeah. No, guys.
That's the other good ideas.
It's other people, other shows. Let's keep on stealing them. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, right, so that's the idea of it. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to say that I have something that's really, really annoying me recently, and it's happened in a couple of books, a couple of trilogies that I've been reading through. The first one that I noticed it happening was The Maze Runner, which we talked about before on this podcast, and it's happened in one that I'm reading just now. It's called Steelheart. Steelheart sounds like it could be a sequel to Brokeback Mountain. It's not. It's about... It's about a big light appears in the sky on Earth one day, and something happens. It doesn't explain it very well, but basically it starts to give certain people superpowers.
Right.
And it gives some people much, much stronger superpowers than others, and it gives some people nothing, gives some people kind of shite ones, and it separates them into tiers of superheroes.
It's
basically.
like Battle Royale of superhero powers.
Yeah, and it just
If you
turns
haven't
out...
seen that film, that'll be none.
It turns into like...
You can still... That doesn't matter. You can still say it was a Battle Royale and it was still kind of work.
What?
Without knowing what the reference to the film that you're
Sorry,
Right, okay,
man.
Sorry,
Right, so
Greg.
it starts to give people these superpowers and separates them into tiers, and it becomes this like dystopian society of superheroes ruling over everyone with an iron fist, blah 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 blah. And the book's named after the most powerful one, Steelheart, who is basically Superman.
Right.
And the book follows a bunch of guys called the Reckoners who take out and kill epics. Which is what they're called. They call them epics rather than superheroes, and they specifically target these really strong ones so that they can take them down and start to rebuild society around people that aren't just going to scare people and make it a horrible society. Sounds like a good enough premise for a book.
Yeah.
I'm kind of struggling through it a little bit, but it's not because the story isn't alright. It's because of some of the dialogue and a particular part of the dialogue, which is made up swear words.
So made up swear words is...
Made up swear words
is your bugbearer.
just fucking irritate me. They really fucking irritate me, because if you're gonna write a book that you want to have a bit of oomph behind and you want to drive home a point, just use a real swear word. I'll give you an example of the swear words that really annoy me, and again this happens in Maze Runner.
It does.
The ones in Maze Runner are shuck.
Shuck. That was
Shuck
I
is
couldn't
one of them.
remember it.
Shuck.
And one of them is shank.
Shank.
So as in, you would call someone a shank, or you would say
Shuck off.
shuck off, or something, or you wouldn't even say shuck off.
I wouldn't
Just say,
shuck yourself, you shank.
But that's something like that, and you'd be trying to like read through dialogue, and you're like,
That's terrible.
oh, for God's sake, just use a real word, or even better, don't use them at all, because it just makes it sound stupid.
Makes them sound silly.
It does, and the ones in Steelheart are arguably even worse. Slaunts,
Slaunts.
Slontze, slaunts, as in you are a slaunts.
Alright, okay.
And as a replacement for like a fairly common one like shit, sparks, as in sparks, I've just cut my hand.
Oh, sugar plums.
It's just
I just cut my hand.
it's the most
Your basket.
it's the most infuriating thing to read when you're trying to relate to a character in a book, and you're trying to think, actually I quite like this guy's a bit of a douche, but I could see myself getting coming round to him. Oh, he's just said sparks again. What a cunt. I'm not even sorry about that, C-bomb.
I used to call a C-bomb. Gee, I didn't even notice that.
This
is how you swear, man.
Well, I suppose I'm using this as an example. If you want to drive a point home, just use a real word, or don't use it at all, because you draw attention to it. You wonder why the author's done it, and then they've done it for no other reason than just to try and market a book to a younger set of readers.
And it's probably a good reason for it is because it's aimed at the demographic of teeny boppers and kind of too many swear words in it. And
well, yeah.
I mean, I've read stuff like that before, and it's been like set in the future.
Aye.
And culture's changed, language has changed over time, and then it's...
But no one just makes up a word though. How would you do that?
Especially a word like slants. Or like unless there's something that I'm missing, and that's an actual real word that's like American, I don't know, like part like I don't know, a Jewish word or something like that. Because it sounds a little bit Jewish. I don't know. I'm not trying to. No, what I mean, like
it does. Right, fair enough.
Thank you. Right, okay, I'll move on from that. It's like, why bother? Like, why bother? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why bother?
It sounds absolutely flug knuckle, if you ask me.
Yeah. Flug knuckle.
Right.
Flug knuckle.
Sorry, I went on a bit longer than
Right, I'll go next. My thing that I want to put in the hurt locker, that's not what it is.
No,
the hate locker.
The hate locker.
My thing for the hate locker is bad guys.
In general?
Just bad guys in general, right? Let me tell you why. Especially in TV shows or in films. Because bad guys, none of them can shoot. Right? No bad guy can shoot at all. If you have a scene where they're like, oh, we've got to get out of that door, but there's loads of guys with machine guns, just run, because you know you're going to get out. Because they're going to aim around you. Right?
Well, it's pretty easy. I mean, you've just got to run fast, like really, really fast.
Yep.
And you'll probably be faster than
Not
the bad
even
guys.
really, really fast. you just got to have maybe a power walk, and then you'll get out, right? Another thing about bad guys is bad guys, when they do catch someone, don't have the ability just to kill them. They now have to tell them why they're killing them, how they're going to kill them, fart about, make their tea. They everything, do all this meaningless shit so that it gives a hero enough time to come in and save them, right?
Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, eat your sausage, beans and chips.
And then we'll play Mario, have a couple of beers, and then you will die. Anyway, but and the last one is like in TV shows. Say for example, you've got a TV show, it's 20 episodes, right? And your episode 3, a bad guy kidnaps your hero. He's not going to die. You know he's not going to die because they've still got 17 episodes to go. Pointless. Just have the first 19 episodes of dribble. Just meaningless shit, and then the last episode you're like, oh ho, now we can die.
There's
now
no
we
time
can
left,
die. Bad guys, shite. They should get with the villains as a whole.
Every superhero
I
film
don't know
would
if a
become
lot of
minute long.
stories would work anymore if we took the bad guys out of them.
Right. Tell me your one.
Horror films.
In general?
I love horror films.
It's not starting well.
But let me explain myself. Recently, I don't know, The Babadook. That was really good.
Fantastic film. We've talked about that before as well.
Yes, podcast, insert podcast number here.
Greg's got an awful editing job
7.
to this.
We'll go with 7.
Let's do 7. Struggling to remember a good one before that. Maybe Sinister, I really liked that. So that was quite scary. They're not like that.
No.
I thought it was good. Did it scare you too much?
No, I did that thing in the end. I did the boo thing at the end.
Well, the jump scare bit.
I didn't like any film that ends like that. It's not worth a saw, I don't think.
Oh, come on.
I don't think Tommy gets this section. He
Sorry,
named
what
it.
are we talking
It's not
about?
scary.
I'm sure I came up with a name for this section, but I can't remember what it is.
What do you hate about horror films?
Right, this is what I'm trying to say. The industry as a whole are churning out unoriginal, uninspired, rehashed remakes of older classics, and nothing's scary, and there's no good horror films anymore.
To back that up, I've seen a trailer for... I don't watch horror films because I'm the same, I don't like them. I hate films that go boo because I literally do just shit myself all the time, and I hate that. I seen a trailer for Poltergeist. That Poltergeist film,
Yeah.
right? And it was like the little girl getting dragged up the stairs. You seen that?
It
Looks a lot like that other shitey one, Paranormal Activity.
Wow.
It looks a lot
really
like that. But then just randomly, it's like this woman's getting like dragged through a door, and the door's like a big black hole, a big dimension thing, and I was like, oh, now you've made it. The Ghostbusters. It didn't look scary at all, and it got slated as well. And it's
That's
just,
been absolutely ripped,
every horror movie that you see nowadays, trailer-wise, all look the same.
Yep, you're right.
And they all make pretty good money though.
Yeah, they do.
Which is part of the problem. That there's no need to take any chances. There doesn't seem to be a lot of creative people.
You don't got to try.
No.
Yeah, you've got to think of an imaginative way to kill off a character, and that's you. That's all you have to, like a gross or gory way to do it, and boom.
Pretty much, man. And the problem is they just borrow too much from other horror films. Once you've watched enough horror films, you go, I've fucking seen that in this film, I've seen that in another film, I've seen that before. It's all rehashed and borrowed from.
Get a scary child.
Well, yeah.
That's it. Get a child, make them scary, That's
Easy
it.
peasy.
Done.
There you go.
Make
Too many
millions.
cliches, man. But then you see a really good one like the Babadook, and it was just really plain, simple idea, but executed really, really well.
It was
Proper
quite
creative
quality,
people
yeah.
were working on something scary, and they made a scary film out of it.
They made the thing that they worked on that made it work the most was the tone of the film in the Babadook. It was all so eerie. Like there wasn't a stop to it being eerie. Like it was just unsettling the whole film.
They did create a good atmosphere.
Yeah, but as you're saying, the other ones that are just getting churned out down for $1 are just pish.
Yeah, okay.
They're crap.
So
that's my problem. But just horror movies are crap now.
fair enough.
They're
So
rubbish, they're not scary.
So which one do we
out of all them, which one do we put in the hate locker?
Well, who's going to pick? Because we've all had a personal stake in this.
we have? Well, I'm quite happy for mine to stay out of it because I can make a case for it later on if I find something else that has made up swear words, and then I'll get put in.
See, I was gonna put Wait Behind You because I
Okay.
struggled behind that with the Maze Runner as well when I was reading it. But then I thought they're children, so I kind of got round it. I don't think it bothered me as much as it bothered you, but it is stupid as fuck.
For me, it takes away from a book that you otherwise might enjoy. I can't get past it.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit stupid.
Horror movies.
Sounds dumb.
I agree. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I don't like them, but it's because they're all booey movies. Kind of go, "Bah!" and I go, and then later I go, "Bah!" and I'm like, That's pretty much my experience of horror movies. So I don't mind.
We'll just put them all in.
Fuck it. Let's
Fuck it, put them all.
Get them all in, right?
So no more villains in movies. Yeah.
No more stupid fucking made up words. Boom. And no more horror movies. No.
Kind of regretting that now. They might turn out better.
No, you can't take it out.
Oh,
It's in the hate
Hurt
locker.
Locker's done.
Okay.
Hurt Locker. Why do we keep calling it Hurt Locker? Damn it. Hate Locker. It's the Hate Locker. Right.
Next time we do this feature, I'm going to put the Hurt Locker in because I keep getting mixed up.
Next time we do it though, we'll be prepared a bit better, and maybe then we can pick a winner to go in the.
Damn right we will.
There you go.
Right, Richard.
But it seems like we've got a little bit of time left.
We do.
It seems we've got a wee bit of time left, and oh man, maybe we need something to fill the time. How about a quiz? A quiz. It's the glorious return of the quiz. Oh, hi. I'm just going to go and grab a pen. There we go, so I can keep score. I've written a wee quiz, and we're going to round off the podcast this week with another quiz. So, fingers on the buzzers, guys. Tommy's, where's your buzzer? I'll give you this.
Can I use my bell?
Here's a coffee pot. In fact, you can. Yeah. You can use your bell. Actually, there you go. Right, okay. Question 1. Sonic the Hedgehog was originally developed and marketed briefly as a crocodile called Speedy Snap.
17.
I'm afraid that wasn't one of the options, Tom.
Padding. False.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, so that's your quiz. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So put yourself in the back foot there, bloody hell. Right, I'll give you -1 for that, Greg.
This was always going to come back and bite me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right, okay. Next question. Question 2. Black or white?
Black. If you go white, you're racist.
I'm afraid not. Tommy, do you want to have a go at that?
Shades of Grey.
No, I'm afraid it was Michael Jackson. The hit from him back in the day.
I was going to say, you did my thing. You got -2.
He asked me though.
That's -2 for Greg for trying to incite other people's points. There you go. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest. Damn fucking.
He's back to -1. He's back to -1. Question 4. How could you lift up an elephant with one hand?
Buzz, but there we can the answer. Write the word elephant down, pick it up.
Incorrect, Tommy. I'm going to throw it across to you.
What was the question again? Sorry.
How could you lift up an elephant with one hand?
You just go like that and you pick it up.
Alright, Superman. No, well, you're wrong as well because it's impossible because elephants don't have hands.
Yes!
Shocking.
Yes!
Right, the 5th one. Right, say the first comic book character that comes in your head.
Padding. Spider-Man.
Wrong.
Dr. Midnight.
Incorrect on both counts there. I thought it was a fairly simple instruction, just to say the first comic book character that comes in your head. Answer: the first comic book character that comes in your head. Guys, very simple one. Very simple.
This is horseshit.
the scores just now. Well, Greg, you're still on -1. Tommy, you're on 1. This is going well.
How?
Couple of questions. Shut up, that's why.
Shut up, that's right.
Before the next question, I do need you to both do your best Italian accent. So who wants to go first?
I can't do accents.
Right, great. Tommy, can you do an Italian accent?
What do you mean? I mean, it's my mum's ravioli, you know?
Oh my god. When's your Dalmio day? I get a point.
Well, no, there wasn't a question. Next question. Thanks so much for that. In what fictional country was Doctor Doom based?
Oh wait, I can't see.
Latvia.
Correct, Tommy.
Oh man.
Brilliant, right, okay. How many Super Mario games were made for the NES?
1.
Incorrect.
For the NES?
The NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I'm going to say 3.
Tommy's on 3 now.
Super Mario Bros. 3, I thought Mario 1 and 2 were on. No, actually, I fucked that up.
You have.
Can I have another shot at that question? Is it 3?
Well, we've already done the question. That's a late answer, and you're cheating, so -2.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, question 8. What kind of toothpaste does Tommy use?
Colgate.
3 to -1. And this was going to be a tiebreaker, but I'll just ask it anyway because Tommy's way out in the lead.
I'll make it worth more points then.
Well then, right, okay. It's worth. This is worth 3 points. 3 points. Who would win out of Batman and Iron Man in a cook-off starring Gordon Ramsay? Make your cases. Greg, you've buzzed in first.
I'd say Gordon Ramsay.
Well, it was between Batman and Iron Man. Why would Gordon Ramsay win?
Because he's telling him to fuck off and get out of his kitchen. That's what he does. You never seen his show? Get out of my fucking kitchen! That's it. And he wins. If he was Italian, he'd sound like he would sound like this. Get out of my fucking kitchen!
An Italian Geordie? Amazing. Right, Tommy, do you want to make your case?
I would say probably Bruce Wayne, Batman. Because he's trained himself in many different ways of life.
That's very good, actually.
Whereas Iron Man's obviously got, massive intelligence, but it's pretty much engineering and technology.
There you go.
Strictly.
But we're going for serious answers.
Well. I'm actually.
No, what I said was make your cases, and I made a case.
You did.
So did that.
You made a really good case, Tommy. But I'm going to give the points to Greg. Do you know why?
Because he made that stupid accent.
No,
It's
because
Italian.
no, because the score just now is Tommy 3, Greg -1. Despite giving the points, you still win.
Yay!
The winner of the quiz, Tommy.
I feel I'm being punished for my earlier quizzes.
Oh, came back to bite you. There you
It
go.
did come back to bite me. Oh man.
That was class.
That was
really
That's
funny.
certainly one word for it, yes.
I'll do a fairer one next time. Right, okay, that's that section done. Thanks very much, guys.
You want to dig it out?
Thank you.
Oh, I have to ding it out. How do I ding it out this time? What will I do for the ding? What will I do?
You've not got a bell.
I haven't got a bell. Maybe I should make one up as well then. I'm going to pretend to be a crow. That's another one done for another time. And how do you feel? How do you feel about that one?
That was spectacular.
Good.
I enjoyed myself, yes.
Well, so did I.
You're always so formal.
I think we can quite happily say that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You know where to get us. We're on the interwebs. Just search for the Desert Whales. We've said it a million times before. Shall we say it again? Right. Twitter at Desert Whales. Instagram at the Desert Whales. If you want to email us, it's thedesertwhales@gmail.com. We're on Facebook too. Just search for the Desert Whales. And next time, I might be able to tweet a picture of the Desert Whales beer.
Oh.
For anybody that's interested.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I'll tweet a picture and we'll
It'll look good.
let you know what
It'll
it's
taste like shit.
Probably.
Just like the real life beers of our culture.
The desert. Where are you going with this?
Wrap up, man, wrap up.
Okay, done. Yay! Woohoo! Good go, guys. Good game, guys. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game.